Okay, so dear students, please listen here. Now, this was the last topic which we had discussed, external influences on entrepreneurship development. Now, today we are going to discuss about the theories of entrepreneurship. You can see over here in the screen. These theories were explained by different eminent personalities. Okay, so here just remember these theories, the names of these people who have contributed to these theories, to understanding about these theories. Okay, so first of all, we can see over here Joseph Schumpeter. Now, Joseph Schumpeter has done some very important work on entrepreneurship, pioneering work, we can say. According to him, entrepreneurship is a creative activity of doing things that are generally not done in the ordinary course of business. So, according to him, an entrepreneur is one who is innovating or who innovates. They are specially motivated and talented group of people, and they are considered as someone different. They are having huge potential, and they also explores this potential, they use it properly. Now, innovation can happen in any ways. It could be introduction of a new product, introduction of the existing product in some other way, like increasing the quality or changing the size, structure, or anything like that. Introduction of new method of production, opening of market in a new area where it was not previously explored, new sources of supply of raw materials, new suppliers, like that. So, according to Schumpeter, entrepreneur is one who is innovating. Now, see the second one, theory of high achievement of McLennan. This was also another important characteristic of an entrepreneur. Theory of high achievement. We have already seen that. High achievement. It should come from the inner self. This theory is developed by David McLennan, and according to this theory, an individual's need for achievement, it refers to the need for personal accomplishment. That is, to drive for excelling or to strive for success in life. So people with such high achievement motive, they like to take calculated risk and they somehow want to win. They are not only motivated by money, but also they are motivated by the achievement, the status, the recognition, etc., which they are getting from the society. They always want to do something better. Like they are keen for taking responsibility, they anticipate the future possibilities, like that. And this need for achievement helps to contribute to the economic development of the country, wherein we will get more energetic entrepreneurs capable of helping in rapid economic development. Then comes its efficiency theory by Leibniz. This theory is also known as the gap filling theory. Now, according to this person, entrepreneurial functions, they are determined by certain degree of inefficiency on the use of resources. It means how the firm is failing or why the firm is failing to realize the productive potential, why the firm is failing to use all the resources properly. Means here what happens, its efficiency means the resources are used in the wrong way or they are being wasted. And because of this, the entrepreneur does not succeed. So, for an entrepreneur to be successful, he should ensure that he is mobilizing the resources properly and it is also being used properly. It is basically a gap filling function. Gap filling function means they try to bring or they try to introduce and improve the flow of information in the market. They also try to improve the production methods, etc. in the market. Then comes theory of profit. This this theory was given by F.H. Knight in his book Risk, Uncertainty and Profit. According to him, or he pointed out that entrepreneurs are a specialized group of people, specialized group of individuals who bear the risk and deals with uncertainty. This also we had seen, this is again a very important feature, very important characteristic of an entrepreneur, the capacity to bear the risk or bear the uncertainty. So according to Knight, he defines the entrepreneur as a recipient of pure profit. And this profit, it is the reward for bearing the cost of uncertainty. It means that he is responsible or he is taking the responsibility of loss or gain that may occur in the unseen for contingencies in the future. So, according to Knight, an entrepreneur is a person who is willing to carry on the responsible activities which are neither insured nor salaried, but still he is having that willpower to go ahead and to face the contingencies. He may be successful or he may be failure, but at the same time, because of his entrepreneurial motivation, abilities, and all, he comes forward to bear the risk. And the reward for getting or for taking that risk is known as the profit. Then comes theory of social change by Everett Hagen. Now we can see that most of the economy's economic development is a process of both technological change, or we can say technological creativity, which is brought in by the individuals in the society. So according to Everett Hagen, he sees an entrepreneur as a creative problem solver who are interested in things in order to solve the practical and technological issues in a society. Like he can, his viewpoint is that people should come forward in engaging in entrepreneurship so that it brings a social change. Like it will help in understanding the distribution of economic power. It will also help in understanding about the suppression of various religious sectors, like that. According to him, entrepreneur is someone who constantly does work in the society and he initiates something new in the society. And he is someone who converts all the odds into opportunities and is likely to become a successful entrepreneur. So these are the different theories of entrepreneurship. So this is the last topic over here. Now we will do the or we will revise the points once again from the beginning. So this is the end of the first module. From the beginning, we will have a quick revision into what we have seen in this first module. So business planning and entrepreneurship management, module 1. We started with the introduction part, the meaning of an entrepreneur. It is derived from a French word, entreprendre, which means to undertake. And Richard Cantillon was the first person who gave this term or who introduced this term. And here you can see the meaning. An entrepreneur is a person who buys factor services at certain prices with a view to sell the product at certain uncertain prices in the future. And he is a person who innovates, assembles, inputs, raises money, chooses managers, etc. Two definitions are given over here. Then we can see the characteristics of an entrepreneur: creative, innovative or innovator, dynamic, leadership ability, team building ability, like that. Then qualities of an entrepreneur, functions of an entrepreneur, need and importance, the meaning of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the act of being an entrepreneur, or it is a process of creating a new enterprise and taking the risk, undertaking the risk involved in that with a view of making the profit. Definition of entrepreneurship: the conditions for successful growth of an entrepreneur. Then the skills required by an entrepreneur, the obstacles, the impediments, the barriers, the problems, the challenges, etc. to entrepreneurship. It is divided into two. You can see over here: first, environmental barriers, then personal barriers. Personal barriers are individual barriers. It may change from person to individual. Then strengths of entrepreneur, how to overcome the problems or how to overcome the weakness. Then different external influences on entrepreneurship development. And finally, theories of entrepreneurship.